Hello and welcome to my channel, or welcome back. So for this video, it is a time lapse of my digital painting of my OC again. So I have been continuing down the rabbit hole of being bombarded with a lot of K-pop group posts and stuff like that. So it's not even just Stray Kids now, it's just like all of them all at once kind of thing. And so a lot of like the photo shoot photos keep like popping up, which are pretty inspirational for my art brain. And it's kind of nice, and it's kind of where I'm getting quite a bit of my inspiration from. Yeah, one in particular that I happened to see, it reminded me of another photo that I had seen on Pexels of a guy sitting backwards on a chair, and I thought it was like pretty cool, but I couldn't find that one again because I'd only drawn that like as a sketch in my sketchbook, and I was like, you know what, it'd be really cool to draw my OC in that pose again, since prior to that it was just like a sketch previously. But since I could not find that Pexels photo again, I just kind of went with some stock footage and just readjusted and changed the pose up to be a little bit more of my own original thing entirely. I also wanted to keep the outfit simple with maybe some little details here and there to it, not just anything too fancy considering the pose and the chair being in the way. And another thing that I was also trying to consider is what I would do with the background, and try to picture like some idea that's like more concrete than the last time, seeing as last time was a struggle. And there you can see in the sketch, like I did sketch up a little circle and some like little whooshy bits, because that's sort of how his powers are, I guess, for this original character. And yeah, I think for a moment there I wanted to try and go for creative like baggy cargo pants, but I still need practice with that. So I think I had some particular things to say about this image, but because I had actually started it like I think a few weeks back, and then I kind of forgot about it because I kept doing like those mini watercolor paintings and whatnot, I totally spaced on everything I maybe particularly had to say about it. So I've mostly been focusing, I guess, on working on those watercolor paintings, but also still job hunting. And reading job ads every single day is a little bit mind-melting. And this particular job ad was pretty, like at first it seemed great and everything. It was a great company, whatever, reputable, blah, blah, blah. But then when I got to the job application site, because they couldn't, of course, just be on Indeed or something like that if they can't even set up their own site properly, they had so many screwed up questions. Like there was things that were mandatory that made no sense if you already selected something else. Like it was asking if like I was able to work in Canada because legally, and I was like yes. And then the second question is like, oh, if you have I don't know what type of visa or whatever, then explain why. And that was a mandatory question that didn't get turned off of mandatory even if you selected the first question, you know, as if you are a Canadian citizen. Like what the hell do I need to answer that question? So because it was like a box to fill in, and I said, I'm a Canadian citizen, I don't need one, shut up, or something. I don't know, I didn't really read shut up, but I was like pretty passive aggressive in that thing. I think I've already answered that pretty passive aggressively like multiple times already, because people like want to build their own job application sites, but they do such a bad job out of it. It's insane. And then the next question was clearly somebody did not fill it out correctly, and you can tell somebody that doesn't speak English filled out this entire thing and then just auto translated it. This was like a dead giveaway because it was just brackets that said translate question here, and I'm just like, what do you mean translate question here? This is like a global brand that's from the US. Like why isn't this freaking in English to start with? It's a little weird, right? Like if I was applying for a company that I knew like 100% was from a different country, like okay, that's perfectly viable, but it was like super weird that was the case. I'm just like, what the hell? You know, and it's like, even if it was like a Quebec run country, okay, it's like it was supposed to be job application, it would make sense, but it was so weird. And basically it was just like it was like a mandatory question. It was like yes or no, and I remember I like posted in our Discord and everybody was like joking, it's like yes. wait, no, wait, yes, wait, no, wait, yes. And so I just clicked yes or something. I was like, okay, whatever. I mean, like, the thing is, you just know AI is supposed to like read this crap anyway. It's like, what is the correct answer here? How would AI interpret this crap? I mean, seriously. So I just filled it in begrudgingly. Like, by the end of it, I was like sick to my stomach. I'm like, this is awful. Like, I hate this when you're filling out all this information like about yourself to like this garbage application. You're just like, why am I even doing this? But whatever. I mean, my best friend is just like, just apply, whatever. And I'm like, okay. And I hit for the application to go through. Oh no, you forgot to fill in something. I'm like, what did I forget to fill in? And it wasn't anything, and it just wiped all the information. So I did that 2 more times. I kept wiping all the information. I'm like, you know what? I can't do this anymore. This is a sign that I just should not apply to this place, because it's like a disaster garbage company, clearly, or like at least this branch of whoever the hell is running it is just trash. Like, because if you can't even like make a proper job application, it's just insane to me. Yeah, so my little rant on how job applications have been going. Just a disaster zone. If you have any fun, crazy stories to share about your job application experiences, let me know in the comments for sure. I love to hear them too. We can cry about it together. But anyway, back to the drawing. I kind of just was having a good and not difficult time with this one, actually. Not even with the face. Even when I was like painting it and stuff, it was very smooth sailing. That's why I didn't have much to say about it, and why it really went off in a rant. I managed to copy over like the already sketched bits of the tattoos and everything that I had done, because I felt like even in the first pass I did using the liquify tool turned out pretty cool. And then here was my biggest issue, was the background elements. My brain pictured something abstract, but it could not, for the life of me, recall what the heck I actually wanted. So I definitely decided, you know what, I hit my limit to how many layers I can do in Procreate once again. So I'm just gonna transfer it to my PC and just finish it in Clip Studio, because I know I can do an infinite amount, and I can do a lot more in like the post sort of thing. And the artwork is complete. I am actually fairly satisfied with this one compared to the last one, where I felt like there was something about it that I wasn't entirely sure. So yeah, let me hear your thoughts in the comments, what you think. And if you did enjoy, I hope you can like, and if you would like to see more, then subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye.